some evil mothers stand grinning and uncowed, but they better not cross me now. No, because I'm gonna play my favorite song. I'm gonna play it all night long. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Nothing's gonna drag me down, 'cause I'm playing all night. Yeah, I'm playing all night. Yeah, I'm playing all night, and I play it loud. La 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 la.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm into it. You got headphones over there?
Yeah. Welcome to the Killer Radio Show on RiverWestRadio.com. Coming
How's
to
it
you
going?
live from Riverwest Film and Video. We took a little hiatus, but we're back.
For America.
For America. We did it for America. We're back, though. I'm Ryan Mason.
I'm Jason Hillman.
Eric Thorson.
Eric Thorson's trying to figure out the camera right now. If this is your first time tuning in, maybe you're tuning in to hear Josh from the Fatty Acids. We'll be playing some of the Fatty Acids music a little bit later, too. We also have Sammy Arachar coming in. He's a local
Do we have
comic.
an extra chair for his hair?
Hopefully not, but I think we do, so that should be exciting. Yeah, we're three local comics from the Castle Killers Comedy Collective, and we bring you this show every Tuesday night.
Mofo. What?
And generally we talk about things that are going on in River West, things that are going on in the comedy scene, and just things that we think are cool. So without further ado, I mean, we should probably just talk about Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes. Right?
That's what's been on my mind for the last 2 weeks. Yeah. Scientology has definitely taken a blow. That beautiful humanitarian religion.
Yes.
That's really taken the world by storm over the last 30 years. And now
30 years.
Katie Holmes.
It hasn't even been 30 years.
I'm pretty sure Scientology's been around since, actually more longer than that, since Dianetics.
Yeah, Dianetics. What's the guy's name?
L. Ron Hubbard.
Yeah, are you one of them?
And then Katie Holmes has to come along and not only, first she ruined Batman, and
Right.
now she's ruining Scientology.
As if
I'm
that
very
wasn't
disgusted.
enough.
Yeah.
She's ruining Scientology. Didn't they just like replace her the next film with like no questions asked?
Right.
That's
It wouldn't have
good
even
enough.
mattered since she blew up. They
Yeah.
replaced her with Maggie Gyllenhaal, which is like the Katie Holmes, and when it was evolutionary scales, you see where it's like first it's the guy with his knuckles on the ground, and then it's a human being. Like that Katie Holmes was that guy, and then it evolved into Maggie Gyllenhaal.
I wouldn't kick either one of them out of bed for eating crackers, to be quite honest. They're both nice ladies. Before we get anything
I like
any
Dawson's
further
Creek,
into
whatever.
the show,
This is coming from the guy who was talking about Dawson's Creek last time I was on. so-
yeah, so we have a big Katie Holmes theme to our show. Before we get any further with the show, we wanted to say at the start of the show that it was brought to our attention that some of our past shows have caused concern with other members of the scene. Some of the things that we've said were considered hurtful or negative. So we wanted to put out there that if anybody has construed anything that we've said on the show as hurtful, that's not our intention with the show.
We're not here to hurt. We're here to inform.
Yes. And if anybody has any beef with the show, any reasonable concerns that they want to raise with us, they are always welcome to come on the show, get in contact with one of us, and we'll organize for anybody to come in and speak their piece about things that we've said, things that have been on the show or off the show, any problems that people might have. We're willing to address them because that's
Please-
what we're all about.
Please address it to us. Don't go on Facebook. Don't write nasty letters. I mean, send me a MASH note.
Yeah, send Jason a note. But no, seriously, if anybody has concerns that they want to bring onto the show, we're happy to hear them. So, that being said, we got that out of the way. Hands washed. Back to Katie Holmes. Why do you think they did break up, though? Like, I know that people have been like, oh, he's gay, so they broke up.
Well, the impression I get is that Katie Holmes married Tom Cruise because she was like young and like, oh my God, Tom Cruise wants to marry me and then bang me? Cool. And then it turned out that she
In that order.
got herself involved in a really vicious, awful cult. And I think he wanted to take her daughter and put her on like this ship.
Really?
Like
Was it what kind of ship was it?
It's
was it a cruise ship? That's right, folks. Stay tuned.
Yeah,
More
you
of
can expect
that.
this all night long. Basically, it's just a Scientology ship that isolates you from the rest of the world. You can't talk to your friends or family. They basically put you in the forced labor, and for years on end, when you sign a contract with them, you're signing for 1 million years.
That's a
Like,
long
I don't think
time.
that people really understand that when you see, yeah. So I think that he wanted to like take her kid and throw her on that, and she's like, "Well, poop on you."
And then left.
Yeah, Frank T.J. Mackey.
Don't get that reference, but I'm gonna. That's fine.
Okay. Respect the cock.
Yeah, I don't know, like how you couldn't understand that like Scientology is its own thing and like they are gonna do crazy things.
Even with like.
Did she think it was just gonna be like, yeah, like I went to church with somebody who was Jewish once? So
Right, exactly. I don't even understand how you could take Scientology seriously. Oh yeah, we'll give you salvation and all the help you need, but first, a down payment of
Yeah.
$10,000, and the higher you get, the more you have to pay.
do you think anybody's ever tried to pay in like coupons? Like,
Like,
do you
is
think?
there a Groupon for Scientology?
Yeah, do you think anybody was like, yeah, well, you know, I'm into the Scientology bit, and I'm also the owner of Pizza Hut, so how's free pizza sound for eternity? That's what I'd do. I'd be like, all the laughs you guys want.
Once you get all the thetans removed, obviously the aliens are going to be hungry. So Pizza Hut's the way to
Is
go.
it thetons or thetons?
I think it's thetans.
Well,
I say
either way,
thetans.
I don't know.
Thetans.
If you're a Scientologist and you want to tweet us or come on the show, tweet at Cast of Killers, cast with an E, hashtag Killer Radio. And we're also going to be answering questions when we have our guests on. So if you have a question for Sammy, if you have a question about the fatty asses that you want us to ask, or you just want to say they're awesome, like a crazy fan, you can do that as well. So tweet at Cast of Killers, hashtag Killer Radio, and we'll read your tweet on the air.
Tweet us pretty much anything. Like if you want, like, you know, trivia.
Yeah, we'll read it.
Yeah.
We will read it. So, yeah, 4th of July was in between our last episode and
Sure
now.
was.
Yeah.
I was stuck in Iowa for 4th of July. I got to watch that from the riverfront. Redneck patriotism is
Wait,
great.
there's
There's
a-
nothing greater than watching a bunch of pregnant teenagers sing "America the Beautiful." Ah, so good, so meaningful.
So you must have caught this week's episode of Bunheads. I mean, Secret Life of the American Teenager. That's just
Secret
all
Life
I
of the
know about
American
ABC
Bunhead.
now. Where in Iowa were you?
I was in Clinton, Iowa. It's right on the Illinois border.
Oh, okay.
And
Sorry to hear
it
that.
is it's basically like being stuck in the unshaven armpit of a meth whore.
Which we've all been there.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty, I mean,
That's deep. There's something wrong with you, Jason, if
Yeah.
that is the cultural
How long did it
reference.
take you to picture that?
2 seconds. Like he just remembered it.
it's okay. I hate the place. The people that I met there are fantastic, and the friends I got to see, and that was great. I got stuck there because my transmission went out on the way there, and I got to see friends I didn't get to see in my normal time there. But it is just an oppressive, terrible place. It's like 80% industrial. So
Yeah.
it's like, if you have a job there, it's probably in some section of ADM, and everyone there gets sick from working there because there's no safety standards. So it's like, well, either you can be homeless or you can choke and have a big screen TV.
Heck yeah, big screen.
Yeah.
What? It was all right. It was a fun time though.
What's the big like tourist attraction in Clinton? Is there like
Nothing.
Is there something
the
cool?
stop
like,
sign, the
I'm trying to
DQ.
think.
The world's
Well, there used to be
third biggest meatball.
There used to be a riverfront casino there, the Mississippi Belle, but that got replaced, and now it's just an empty shell sitting there, and that's where all the pregnant teens were. And
Yeah.
it was
yeah, they were.
replaced with a this right on the outskirts of town is a casino called the Wild Rose.
Oh yeah, my grandfather's definitely been there.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It was.
Is it named
it's a
after
weird
like
time.
a trashy tattoo? They were just like, oh yeah,
Yeah, let's. We were gonna call it the tramp stamp, but that's got
Yeah, either way.
negative connotations.
I feel like the like older women who have like the tattoo of the rose like on their breast area, like
Yeah.
that was the tramp stamp before the tramp stamp even existed.
Right.
Like every now and then you see an old biker chick with like the tattoo on her upper breast of like a rose, and you're like, this lady did some dirt
Right.
back in '82.
Or some kind of like crappy saying written
Yeah.
across their chest.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, I once was driving through like central Missouri, and we stopped at a Dairy Queen just made me think of this. Like, there is nothing in the whole town, and we're like, let's just eat at Dairy Queen or whatever. We get in there, it is just chock full of people, and we sit next to this family, and I swear to God, every member of the family had the same haircut. It was like a crew cut kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And like they just kept like saying, instead of blizzards, everybody kept saying blizzards.
yeah.
I was like, we got to get out of here because this isn't safe for anyone.
That's the way they roll. And dude,
not getting murdered by a family full of the same haircut.
oh God, I've never had a sadder grocery shopping experience in my life, except when I lived, like, in a long time at least. Like Hy-Vee there, it's like poorly lit, and just everyone looks broken. It's a place where like friendliness is met with shock. Like I'm at a store, I get my thing, and I'm like, oh, well, you have a great day. Nice to see you. Thank you, blah, blah, blah. And they're like,
did you come from a different time? Yeah.
Must not be from around here.
I went to the...
We're done being nice to each other. We're past that.
Yeah. I needed to, like, just get away from everything, so I went to an Anytime Fitness there, and it was just full of people pretending to exercise. Just like this fat redneck who
because
just
they had TVs. Like, that's it.
He stared at me while he was on this machine where he like pulls it towards him, but he would just like hold it there and like stare around, and then go off into the couch and read bodybuilding magazines for 20 minutes, and then come back.
That's how you get strong. You read bodybuilding
strong
magazines.
Strong mind.
Yeah.
Strong mind, soft body.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. So many things happened in between our last show and now, and so many things are happening in the video store right now. It's kind of loud over
I'm
there.
very excited here.
Anderson Cooper's gay.
Yeah.
That's a true thing now. That's just not just hearsay.
Yeah.
From like, I don't know, everyone. Somebody actually, like, when it happened was like, did you hear? Like, when I was at work, they were like, did you hear? I was like, that's fine. Like, that's like, you haven't blown my mind.
Like,
Yeah.
that was some like really hardline Republicans like official news source, and as soon as he found that out, I was like, I'm not getting the news from no queer. Nah.
Yeah, what is that? And then Frank Ocean came out, so that's cool.
I think he should have interviewed Barney Frank right afterwards.
Brian, when you
Barney Frank got married over the
Yes.
course of the time that we've been off the air here.
when you on Twitter you were like, can't believe Alice Cooper's gay. I was like, for a second I believed it. I was like,
Oh no,
I was like, wait a minute.
that was a joke. I
know,
was just
yeah.
acting dumb.
But I mean, it was really funny. I thought I was like,
Well, thank you.
it got me for a minute. I was like, that Ryan.
I tweeted his actual name, and then I looked to see if anybody else had tweeted him that he was gay. Because, like, Alice Cooper and Anderson Cooper, like, in my mind, like, those are the two closest names. So, like, I think, like, one person was like, wait a minute, on my Facebook, but...
I appreciate his reasoning behind it, but it's kind of like, well,
What,
I feel
Anderson Cooper's reasoning behind being gay?
coming out as being gay.
Oh, okay. They just meant, like, the act of being... I don't think he settled on it reasonably. It's good for the brand. It's good for the brand.
right.
He weighed the pros
CNN
and cons
needs
of
a gay.
both. Like,
He's like, well, if I'm going to continue being this good looking, I might as well.
They got
tell
that
people
really
why.
well-spoken black guy, so I need to be gay or something to keep my name in.
Yeah. What's that guy's name? I like that guy.
So do I. He doesn't take a lot of poop from people.
No, he's a good guy. Stop saying that word.
poop.
So Anderson, yeah. Did you know he's a Vanderbilt? Do you know what that is? Like, he was like Vanderbilt University was one of the like richest, wealthiest families.
Oh,
in
like
the
he's an
United States.
actual Vanderbilt?
Yeah, he's an actual Vanderbilt. His mother is Gloria Vanderbilt. So like he is moneyed like all the way to.
Wow, I kind of respect him more for
He's
not
got
just
money coming
suckling
out
at
the
that.
ass, you guys.
But he still went and did
That's
something
important
worthwhile. Yeah.
But he still did something with his life, which is fantastic. Because I would have been like, oh, our parents are Vanderbilts. Like, well,
I don't need to go to New Orleans.
I guess they don't need to do anything anymore.
Why would I go to a war zone?
Yeah. Yeah, I always see him wearing... He should just come out with his own line of vests. You're telling me Anderson Cooper vests wouldn't be a thing?
contact lenses.
Cooper Flack.
Yeah,
Cooper
Cooper-
Flack jackets.
Anderson Cooper contact lenses. You know, I got an Anderson Cooper air conditioning units. AC units? No?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, guys. Come on. We've had a week off. I haven't gotten rusty, have I?
Rusty. Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah. Were you surprised at all? Or were you just like, or were you, like, even surprised that he decided to actually do it?
I was I read the letter he sent to his friend about why he was doing it, how everyone needs to, people who are in the culture need to be open with themselves and truthful about who they are, and support people who are being bullied and harassed because of that. And he's like, well, that's why I just want everyone to know that I've known I've been gay for a while and I don't care and I'm proud of it, whatever. It was
because nobody was getting bullied, like, I don't know, 10 years ago when he was on the air.
That's the thing. Like, it all seems like so much lip service and way past the point where it'd be.
Yeah, I guess that's one.
Eric, don't laugh at that.
Sorry.
Lip service. Anyways.
I was gonna let that settle.
Yeah.
But it kind of seems disingenuous, regardless of where how heartfelt it might be. Like,
I guess you can give him his day in the sun in terms of,
why aren't these people on the news going, what is wrong with people that you're trying to keep them from getting married? What is wrong with a group of people just wanting to love people, instead of like, well, I'm gay, so I guess everything will get better now.
I don't think that's his intention.
That was a generalization.
Yeah, like, I think that he's probably, he may be pretty realistic about, himself in terms of being a public figure or what have you, but I mean, he knows that he could have did it earlier, so he did it for a reason at this time.
To a certain, but he didn't, because it's nobody's business. And
that's true.
Like, he was trying to keep himself professional.
He's a Vanderbilt,
right?
For God's sake.
Yeah.
I feel like he was a public figure since he was like age 2, though. Like he was born into like a super famous family.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess maybe that's why he was always like, that's something I can keep to myself.
I think that people should be allowed to have their privacy instead of called out. So
yeah, and when Eric's good and ready, he can do whatever he wants.
We're behind you, not too close behind you, but we're behind you.
Yeah. Eric's like terrified to say anything at this point. It seems like he's like, I don't want to make anybody mad. No, I think it's great. Like, why not? Like, if like one person out there is like, oh, that's really nice that he did that.
Now, if only Mitt Romney would do it.
Yeah, if only every newscaster would do it.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't you feel better about your news if like every newscaster was gay?
I'd feel pretty fabulous.
I'd be like, you know what? Our news is fabulous. Yeah. I would be like, I feel like I can trust you guys more. I don't know.
I feel like Keith Olbermann's rants would have been a lot easier to take if he would just been like, right at the end, is like, shame on you. And just snapped.
That would be great. It would be reasonable. It would explain Al Sharpton's hair, I guess. The guy's a weirdo. So yeah, 4th of July. We didn't really talk about it. What did you guys do?
Well, we went and ate some hot dogs, watched the hot dog eating contest.
I did not eat any hot dogs after watching the hot dog contest. I couldn't do it.
I think I ate like 5. I think that was my count by the end of the day. It was 5.
Mm-hmm.
Just no 68.
Well, explain how we watched the hot dog eating contest, because there's controversy within the world of competitive eating.
That's right. We watched the Criff Dog Classic.
That's correct.
And that was the one that Kobayashi puts on.
Yep.
And then we also watched the Nathan's Classic one at the Coney Islands.
Right, and that's the big one. That's the big one on ESPN and everything.
Yep.
That's the one with Joseph Chestnut, and he won that competition eating 68 hot dogs.
Yeah.
And it's gross. Like, right, the whole thing's gross.
Yeah, totally.
They dip the hot dogs into like water or like some sort of, I think it's saline solution. They dip the hot dogs into the water and then they just cram them in their mouth.
2 or 3 at a time.
Oh yeah, just brutal.
Yeah.
And then.
Speaking of Anderson Cooper.
Oh, that's terrible.
Come on.
We apologize to the Vanderbilt family, and if you want to sponsor us,
I'm gonna end up murdered.
Jay Cutler went to Vanderbilt. Anyways.
Oh snap! Mike Patton. Sorry.
No, go ahead and read the paper during the show over there. Please, are we boring you? If you're bored and you're on the show, you realize you can open your mouth and change it.
I was actually looking for our name in the Onion.
Oh, okay. All right.
Then I saw that Mike Patton has a new CD, and I got excited.
So vain. Clouds in my coffee. Right, guys? I was singing that song to myself all week. But yeah, they cram the hot dogs. No, they cram the hot dogs into their mouths, and then they just I don't even know if they chew them. I feel like they just kind of like mash them with the back of their throat.
Weird like shimmy where they
they're always like dancing around
so that there's like room so they can fit them all in 10 minutes.
I feel like that's at least something you can start to employ in your daily life. Like if you're like, I really want to go to the buffet one more time, like just start shaking in your seat and it'll like shake the food down to your tummy tube.
All those hot dogs caught in your ribs, they'll just lodge right out.
I mean, there's so many things physically wrong with just eating that many hot dogs, you know? Like just the squashing them into water and then cramming them down your throat, and then the whole thing is preposterous.
Yeah.
And the fact that people show up there and they clap for it, and it's supposed to be this big celebration of like America, like that must be the most like cliche thing that like people overseas make fun of us for, right?
Yeah, there's like
they
people
probably go
starving,
like,
but-
oh, they have a hot dog eating contest, and people overseas are just like, well, that's almost a little too on the nose, right?
Yeah. That's just another reason why everyone hates us.
Oh yeah.
Those 68 hot dogs could feed like 10 people, like at least, like.
Yeah, that's 6 hot dogs a person, I would imagine. That's almost 7 hot dogs a person.
I
I would
guess-
hope it could feed like 10 people.
I guess they wouldn't be American, I guess.
Yeah, I guess not.
Did we buy those hot dogs with food stamps?
I feel like it's played out now. Like, yeah, they can eat 68 plain hot dogs. That's fine. Don't you want to see that? Like, step your game up. Like, start eating footlong. I want to see you eat 68 footlongs next year. And the year after that, I want to see 68 chili dogs. And the year after that, I want you to all die of diabetes. Like, that's what I want.
I would like to see somebody just stand up and go, you know what? I'm not going to eat these. I'm going to give them to the guy that's standing outside of the place that we're doing this, begging for change.
Yeah. Don't those guys just need to get sponsors on the competitive eating tour?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
I
That would
think
be the great, like, that would be a great like comedy movie. Like some guy asks for change, homeless guy. Jack Black
Pitch it to us.
is a homeless guy. He asks somebody for change, and the guy gives him change, but then Jack Black buys a footlong sub and eats it super fast because he's really hungry. And then the guy comes back and says, "Wow, I just saw you eat that footlong sub. Here's my card. I'm actually a manager for Competitive Eaters. How'd you like to get on the tour?" Jack Black says, "Great," because he's homeless, and he eats his way to the top, but he falls in love.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with one of the hot dog cooks. Okay, played by Sandra Bullock,
Okay.
America's sweetheart.
Yeah, of course.
Sandra Bullock. But it turns out Sandra Bullock is a vegetarian. Oh. Right?
There's the
wrench.
Yeah.
Wrench. Also, Sandra Bullock is cooking the hot dogs, but she's a secret millionaire.
Ooh, okay.
So when Jack Black loses everything and casts away the hot dog eating contest for good because he wants to become a vegetarian,
follow his heart.
follow his heart, Sandra Bullock lets him know that they're going to live happily ever after because she's a secret millionaire.
Ah, okay.
And I would call it Dog Days of Summer.
Dog Days of Summer.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah, 2 thumbs up.
You'd watch that.
Absolutely, I
On
would.
US.
500 dogs of summer.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah. Dogs and... No, I can't do it.
Hot Dog Millionaire.
It's a dog day afternoon.
I like Hot Dog
Slumdog.
Million. Hot Dog Millionaire is pretty good. I like that.
That's perfect.
That's you know what? Just Slumdog Millionaire. That works for me. That's what Slumdog Millionaire should have been.
Right?
Thank you, whoever that guy was.
Danny-
I almost said Guy Ritchie, but that's not who it is.
Danny Boyle.
Danny Boyle.
Yeah.
Thanks, Danny Boyle. Jack Black was free, okay? He wasn't making Shallow Hal 2. Speaking of which, they should make a Shallow Hal 2.
And that would be it.
That would be it, yeah. Oh, man.
Shallow Hal too.
Yeah, so we watched the hot dog eating contest, and I didn't watch fireworks. I'm out on fireworks.
I don't care.
Did you see the San Diego fireworks that all went off in
Yeah,
like
yeah.
15 seconds?
Yeah.
I feel like everybody saw that. Did you watch? What did you think of that, Jason?
I thought somebody got fired.
Literally, right?
It looked pretty I'm sure being there it was pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
Plus a gargantuan waste of time on everybody's part.
I
They're
just
like late.
Don't you imagine?
Like, what do you mean it already all happened?
Yeah. Can you imagine like somebody turning around and like they can't get their like lawn chair set up and they're like, oh, fussing with it, and then they turn around and it's just over. Like,
When I was
what
younger,
imagine.
in Ohio, fireworks were a huge thing. So me and my dad got this big old box of fireworks, but then we realized we'd have to spend time together while setting off these fireworks.
Was that the brand name? Big old box of fireworks.
Yes. And we decided to light the whole thing on fire at once and see what would happen. And pretty much the same thing happened. It went.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Big old box of fireworks by Blasto.
I got it from the same store a retarded kid died in.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Firework overdose?
Because
or what?
somebody convinced him to light off one of those big long thing of firecrackers
You're kidding me.
inside of this like cement block fireworks store.
That's terrible.
And yeah, it pretty much incinerated everybody inside.
Everyone?
Just about. I think 2 people
Wow.
survived out of like 45.
Isn't that the one rule of being in a fireworks store is like you don't light off a firework?
Well, that's
Yeah.
why if you're a dumb redneck, you convince the mildly mentally challenged boy to do it.
Up in Marinette, there's fireworks.
Well, one of those two is in hell.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Up north, there's fireworks stores. Like there's big signs that say no smoking. Like that was an issue before. Like, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I
walked
like. I
into a
always love
fireworks
that.
store with a lit
Ted,
cigarette.
don't light it. You know, they should just like.
I want to hear the bang.
You know that all fireworks stores are like the most redneck bull crap ever.
Yeah.
Like they should just have a big tub of like chew, like right when you walk in. Like if you can't handle it, here's a big tub of chew. Grab some chew and then grab some sparklers. That's your deal.
Have some sheep. up
Chew and
set up outside.
sparklers. Come on down to Ryan and Jason's Chew and Sparkler Emporium. All the chew as far as the eye can see. And fireworks to boot.
They'll find a way to light it with their spit.
Yeah, something. I don't know. I remember going to like firework places and like they were just run by like the dirtiest,
Oh, yeah.
oldest redneck, like pedophile looking guys
Yeah.
you'll ever see.
Banging kids and Latin firecrackers.
Like I work about 4 months out of the year. I'm on disability, and these fireworks are all $20 a piece.
It's a sparkler, sir. $20.
Yeah, and it was totally like the guys that. Like you would go in the bathroom, you know, I could go to the bathroom. Go. Like just pictures of naked women everywhere
Yeah.
in the bathrooms. Like
Not even
these
put
are
up in any kind of.
fireworks, guy.
Not
They're
even
for
in an
kids.
aesthetically pleasing way. It's just
No,
like,
it's
like
just
a
terrible.
12-year-old's
Like,
bedroom
Yeah, just like taped up to the wall.
from like 1984.
it's worse. They're not cut out of the magazine. They're ripped out. Like
yeah.
that's the. Then you know you're in a bad place.
There you go.
Yeah.
For some reason, there's no tape, but they're all stuck to the wall.
Oh, now. Chew. So, did you guys see Magic Mike yet?
No.
Not yet.
Oh man, me neither.
I'm trying to talk myself. I want to see it because it's a Soderbergh movie.
Here, let me preface. Here's what it sounds like. Doot, 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 doot. That's all it is. It's just that song over and over again. Because that's pretty much what it is. No, you're not familiar with that song?
No.
It's that Rihanna song. No, nothing.
Oh, the I fell in love in
Yeah.
a crazy place song.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Lonely place. Either way.
Hopeless.
Hopeless place?
Oh, whatever. Crack a book every once in a while. Crack an autobiography of Rihanna every once in a while. You
I think
jerk.
somebody already cracked that.
Ayo.
I did not see. Well, I got it now. I did not see Magic Mike yet. But
Slow burn domestic abuse joke.
yeah. Ooh, take that, Chris Brown. I'll tell you what, Chris Brown. You know what the Killer Radio Show doesn't stand for? Domestic abuse. We're taking a hard line on it right now.
Unlike your ex-girlfriend who takes you back.
We will never play a Chris Brown song on this radio show.
Yeah.
Mostly because we can't get copyright for it. But
Even if you asked.
even if we could,
Yeah.
we probably would because it'd be super popular. But even I would think about it.
My favorite part of that whole saga is like all of the fans of Chris Brown that are like, I'd let him hit me. I don't care.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
I
foxy."
saw a lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So I guess it begs the question, like, who would you let punch you
Yeah.
to?
How talented do you have to be to where you can cross a line where you can just like randomly slap a hoe?
Oh no, I'm
Not
asking.
a respectable young woman.
I am asking you
How?
specifically.
Who would I let hit me?
Yeah, like they could
Kate
full.
Winslet could beat the crap out of me.
Really?
Yeah, I'd
That's
let her
the one?
tear it. Just tell me I'm worthless and punch me in my eye, baby.
Oh man,
I need that from
this
you.
is a mommy thing, huh?
Kate Blanchett,
Kate, what is wrong with you?
nothing.
I'm gonna hit you pretty soon.
Will
Kate
you?
Blanchett? Meryl Streep? What? Meryl Streep? Nobody.
What's wrong with Kate Blanchett? Who would you
Just-
choose? Who would you have?
She's like
hit you?
wonky-eyed, kind of.
You're wonky-eyed. It
Wonky-eyed.
does what it wants. It's wonky.
Yeah, I don't know. Who? Yeah,
Plays
I
by its own rules.
Who would I go?
Wonky.
I go somebody who I don't think can punch hard. Like, I mean, Mila Kunis maybe, or like.
I let Mina Kunis kick me. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Eric. This is a terrible series
this
of
is-
questions.
yeah.
I love every second of this.
No, like I don't understand the Chris Brown fans who are like, I'd let him punch me. No. Like they say that, but at the same, and like obviously maybe they're joking, maybe they're not.
No, but the thing is, like,
if they are joking, like that's pretty terrible.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, they say that, but as soon as like their boyfriend does anything remotely violent, I'm sure they're like running. Oh my god! I can't believe you did that.
Yeah.
But what if I could moonwalk? Would you let me do it then?
Well, he's got like a shoe contract, so
Oh.
probably. I just wonder, like, I mean, it's in some form, it's like socially acceptable. If people are saying like, "Oh, that's fine with me," I would have let him do that to me and never said anything.
I think the majority
I
of
think
the
set that up
populace-
and they'll like change their minds. Like
Mo-
set that up
yeah.
and be like, here it
Most
is.
people kind of reacted with revulsion to that. Like, reacted the way I'm reacting, you're reacting. It's like, what is wrong with you ladies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it wasn't a
know.
small amount of ladies.
No.
Yeah, there was quite a few.
To be fair, he's got it going on. Body rocking. Yeah, I don't understand it either. I guess if you're just drawing some like comparison of like, I'd do anything to get that, then like I guess that's a thing. I don't know. People are stupid. People
I'm
are
still
stupid.
curious about who you would let hit you.
Me? Mike Tyson.
Good choice.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Well, if we're going there, then Jean-Claude Van Damme. I need him to spin kick me in the face.
Anderson Cooper.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. If you could fight any celebrity, who would you fight?
He's pretty tall. He's pretty like
Yeah, who'd you fight? Any celebrity?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Just because you don't like him? Just
No, I
because
like
that-
Joaquin Phoenix. He just seems like a little loopy in the head. Like I
Eric,
feel like
who would you fight?
that'd be like Drunken Monkey.
I don't know.
I'd fight Garfield.
What did Bill
Is
Murray
Garfield
ever
a
do to you?
celebrity?
Well, it depends on like why you would want to fight somebody, just because like you think you could take them, or because you hate them. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's
I don't think I hate anybody enough to fight.
right. Yeah.
So I don't think I'm there yet.
I would take the Afflecks.
Both of them? That would be a good. That's a good thing. Like maybe you don't. It's not that you think you can take them or that you hate them, but if you did, it's a great story.
Yeah.
Like both Afflecks is a good one.
yeah.
Because Casey's kind of like svelte and probably really slick and can move quick, but Ben's like, Ugh.
I'll say Zach and Cody of the Street Life.
Well, then Pete and Pete.
Just one roundhouse kick and I take both of them down. That's my dream. Like they're like, there he is, get him, and I'm like, what is going on? And then boom, one roundhouse kick and I take down Zach and Cody, and their bodies lay there in like a puff of dust, and I just throw my jacket over my shoulder and I walk away.
I'd fight Robert Downey
Walk
Jr.
away.
because it'd probably be a very charming fight.
It'd be slapping. It'd be a lot of slapping. That's my guess.
Don't mess up my goatee.
Oh, that's funny.
I know, that's why I said it.
UFC 148.
Yeah.
Speaking of fighting, Vanderlei Silva kicked some tail. I didn't actually get to watch the fight, but I watched all the undercards, and I watched. I watched the highlights of what's his name get the crap beat out of him. The guy who married Jenna Jameson. You're not Tito Ortiz.
Oh, okay.
So Tito Ortiz they trotted him out there. So this guy is a UFC fighter. I don't know if you guys watch UFC, but Tito Ortiz has been in the UFC for a really long time.
Yeah, I'm vaguely familiar with
They
it.
inducted him into the UFC Hall of Fame, and then that night, or like the next day or something, he was fighting in like this fight. It was like his last fight ever or whatever.
Did he win?
Oh, he lost. He got
Oh.
the crap knocked out of him. Like he was old, you know. So I thought it was hilarious that this guy was like, "Yeah, it's a good chance to get some press. Yeah, but I'm probably gonna get punched in the head a lot." Like it was terrible.
Did he say that? Was he like,
No, but the other fighter was like really like beat the daylights out of him, and then after the fight was like, "This guy's a legend," you know, like
I got to beat the piss out of a legend?
yeah. Most of the time after the fight, they're like, "Yeah, he said that I didn't have nothing, and I beat him and fair and square." But this one was like, "Man, I love that guy. Really, he's meant a lot to me. Also, I punched him 65 times today."
What was that? What was that movie? The one, The Fighter. How you ever see that? The
Yeah.
Fighter? How proud he was. That's a great movie.
Yeah.
How proud he was that the one Dickey brother was that he knocked out Sugar Ray Leonard like once accidentally.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that. Like, oh, I knocked out Sugar Ray Leonard, kind of.
Yeah, I guess that was a big deal. That's like before my time, like that boxer himself. I mean, I saw the movie; it was a really cool movie. But I think fighting with Channing Tatum's a little better. But I just think that fighting is about knocking the other guy down. It's like to say that you knocked the toughest guy over is actually a thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, maybe he fell over, he slipped or whatever, but like he slipped and fell at least. Like you were there. Like it wasn't like he tripped over his shoes, you know, or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely a reason to smoke crack for 20 years.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What was I going to say?
I'd let Amy Adams beat the piss out of me.
Oh, okay. All right.
Done.
Fair enough. What was it? What did it for you? Was it Talladega Nights?
No, it was actually the fighter. She
Okay. All right.
was ridiculously sexy in the movie. And she's a great actress.
Was it Ever After? Was that her?
I think that was Drew Barrymore.
Oh man,
No,
are you
that was
sure?
Amy Adams.
Yeah, that was Amy Adams.
Never
Fact
After?
checker.
No, I think you're
Fact
thinking
checker.
Never
of...
after. Sorry, I'm thinking of Shannon.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know. So, do we have any tweets, Eric?
My phone's over there being charged.
Oh, we should say that tweet into the show at Cast of Killers #KillerRadio. We have Josh coming in from the Fatty Asses today. We also have Sammy Arachar, who is a local stand-up comedian, very funny guy. So they're coming in after the break around 9 o'clock. So people are probably watching the All-Star game right now, right?
Yeah.
Did you see the home run contest? Do you care about home run contests?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Why?
Because I'm a fan of baseball.
That's not baseball though.
Yeah, you're right. It's not really baseball. Like I was saying, like they should have a skills contest too, where they have like a
Yeah.
stolen base thing, or like who can.
They should make him play cricket.
Yeah.
That's
Or
what
I
my
said
girlfriend and I were talking about. That we're like, why don't you just get Prince Fielder out there to play cricket? That would be so fun. He'd hit the wicket so far, right?
Have you ever played?
Have I ever played cricket? Off mic voice says. No, I haven't, but I'll try it. I'll probably be
Set up a Cast of Killers cricket league.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Match.
It takes all day to play a match, though. Forget that.
Yeah,
It's really
really
every time
hard
I think of that, I think of Calvin Ball.
Yeah,
Because he's like
totally
you make up
Calvin
the
Ball.
rules as you go along. Well, no, you didn't hit the left wicket with your right toenail, and then run to the magic tree, tag it 3 times, and then spell scrumptious. Home run doesn't count.
Yeah. I'm the type of person who thinks that they would be good at any other country's sport.
But that's just because of your overt patriotism and
Yeah, like-
nationalism.
Cricket's big in other countries. It's not basketball. It's not football. So I just assume I would be great at it. Like I'd dominate. It's not even worth it for me to even like really play hurling because I'd be so great at it.
Yeah.
Like
Wasting your
ju-
time.
It'd be silly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It'd be silly. People would be like, "This guy's coordinated because he actually plays real sports." So
Don't say that.
that's the way it would be. Like I honestly think that I would compete at least pro amateur level in cricket.
Right, and as long
Having
as you,
never played it.
and as long as you never play, you can keep imagining.
Don't even know the rules. Be like, I would just.
Yeah, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I'm never gonna play it, so I might as well just say that. I'm fine with
We need to
that.
play some cricket.
Yeah.
What do you think? Like,
That'd be fun. That'd be so fun.
do you ever have that feeling that like you would be good at something even though like you'll never try it? Like you haven't watched like wakeboarding and just been like, looks easy to me. All they're doing is going up on a wave, easy.
Being on the radio.
Yeah, being on the radio. It's like wave running for me, really. It's like cricket to me.
Yeah,
out
there
here.
you go.
And stuff. Not like 201.
It's like highlight. Highlight.
Yeah, not a sport, right? Anybody could play it. I
like
would
racket-
be great at highlight.
Racquetball for crackheads.
I would be like Olympic good at highlight.
Like you have to have that just seems like a dangerous game.
Oh, it's really dangerous. Yeah. What do they? I don't know. I've never played highlight, but I'm assuming I'm great at it.
Do you know the basic concept?
Yeah, you got the hook for a hand thing, and you chuck it down to the wall, and that's it, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's
Yeah,
like lacrosse and
I'd be
racquetball
great at it.
met at a dive bar.
Yeah. Name a sport that's not played in America. I'll tell you if I'd be good at it.
I'm trying to think of other sports.
Soccer.
Yeah,
That's played in America.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I'd be great at it.
Yeah.
I don't know other people.
Badminton. I would dominate badminton at a world class level. Fencing, not even a sport. I'd be great at
Rugby.
it. Rugby's for dumb people, so I'd probably outsmart them. So I'd be really good at that.
That's a game that's definitely built on brains.
That weird beach soccer volleyball combo game.
Yeah,
I'd be tremendous at
Wait,
that.
what are you talking about?
There's this game where you have like this little ball and you kick it over a net It's basically a combination between soccer and volleyball.
Are you familiar with
Croquet.
slam? Are you familiar with slam ball?
No, I'm not. Oh, is that with the trampolines?
Basketball with trampolines.
Oh yeah, I mean the only thing that
Dominic,
kept me
right?
from being like a professional basketball player is my ability to jump. So I'd probably be a professional slam ball player.
Croquet.
Croquet.
Yeah.
Highland Games. We said sports, not just like throwing logs around. Jeez, that's probably a sport in like Scotland or some godforsaken place where they're eating toads. Yeah. Oh, it's a sport in Lesser England. Take that, Scotland. Hey, we're real sorry to all our Scottish listeners out there. If you want to tweet us in, that's
Drink
fine.
another one. Shut up.
Look, I'm technically Welsh, so I can make fun of Scots, right?
I love your beard though.
Yeah.
I got a tweet. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. Deborah Mason.
Oh.
She said she's going to Magic Mike on Thursday with the ladies.
Oh, ladies' night. My mom's going to see if there's a honker in that movie, but there isn't.
Yeah,
I
spoiler
already
alert.
checked it out online.
Does anyone, are any of the people that are going to see this, like you gaggle of females that are salivating and like frothing at the mouth to see
For
this movie?
honkers.
Do you understand that this is an art film? Like this is an actual movie?
Wait,
with-
Funk
were
film.
you about to
A
say
funk
fart film?
A funk film.
funk film. This is a funk film.
It's
This
an
is a-
art film. No, nobody thinks it's that. First of all, Just
Nobody
be-
knows. No one even cares. Like
'Cause
I'm the
it's
one who, because like Steven
Steven
Soderbergh, I might
Soderbergh,
see
yeah.
that, and everyone's like, "Oh my god!"
What else has
Ass.
Steven Soderbergh made?
Traffic.
Yeah.
Oh god, now Haywire. God, now I could go down the list. I'm trying to think of others. All the Oceans movies.
Con Air. No, that was not him.
All the Oceans movies. He made that weird Bubble movie.
Oh, okay,
He
yeah,
made
yeah.
The Girlfriend Experience.
What weird bubble movie? What's that?
It's called Bubble.
The weird bubble movie. That's what it's
It's about
it's
like a
about-
doll factory,
Yeah,
right?
it's about a bunch of people that work in a doll factory with no names or anything. He just felt like experimenting with a camera.
Yeah, the women who are going to see it are definitely going to be disappointed. A1 first, numero uno.
No dong.
No honkers.
Yeah.
No
And the whole thing. So
What
it's
about, like, cheeks?
honker
Any
free,
cheeks?
dong free. You might get to
I did
see.
not come here for acting.
You might see some Matt McConaughey side butt. That might be the best you get. But women aren't into that whole thing. That's not women's end game.
There, I don't know. There might be.
Are you accusing my mom of being into that? So I will slap you.
No, not your mom.
I see.
What? Did you talking about slapping his mom? What?
Yo, what?
Well, I know. Whoa.
So, like, I was reading in the New York Times too that. So the New York Times was when I wasn't
Oh, New
when I
York
just
Times.
finished my Wall Street Journal.
I was reading in the New York Post.
Yeah, and the New York Times posted that gay people were going to see Magic Mike.
Weird.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Great, thanks New York Times for really shining a light on something.
They've definitely exposed the seedy underbelly of gays.
Yeah, like apparently it's only news that gay people go to a movie when it's a movie that's kind of gay.
Yeah.
You know, like my friend brought up a great point. He said, you know, The Avengers was probably the most popular movie of the year.
Yeah.
Means that it is also the most popular movie amongst gay people.
Right.
Why is it a news story when when gay people go see Magic Mike then?
Yeah.
Because it's a bunch of men taking off their clothes. That's why. Because the gays seemingly are going out of their way to see this movie now. Because otherwise they would not have cared. Because if Steven Soderbergh...
Why, it's an art film about Channing Tatum unrobing, like disrobing.
So
Like,
obviously the
it
gays
is
are gonna-
for that.
Yeah.
Like it is that. Like it's not news. It's totally fine. I just thought like tasteless for the New York Times to be like, guess what? All the fellas are up to this week. Like,
Those gays always
Give me a
keeping themselves in
break.
the news, part of the conspiracy.
yeah. Like I bet there's a ton of gay men who go see a New York Giants game.
Yeah.
That's not going to be reported.
Yeah,
Like, and
right.
that's not necessarily news either.
No, it's not.
People choose to do things. That
This
they
is
like
why
to do.
we're at where we're at as a country, because we decide to take a specific group of people and say, well, these weird people over here, guess what? They're going to go see this movie.
They're
Isn't that
doing
amazing?
what all the other people are doing.
They don't see any other movie. I mean, it's not like they're going to see Batman or anything, because gays hate
They
Batman.
will see Batman.
No,
I'm
they
sure.
won't.
Only if there's
I
a
get you.
handsome dude in it. That's
Yeah, but coercely, I did hear there's a dong in Batman.
Ooh.
A bad dong.
That's actually the twist at the end. The twist at the end is
Yeah.
that it's revealed that Batman has a small penis
Oh,
and
man.
Gotham can't trust him because he's not the hero they need anymore.
I'll tell you, as a small penis, Christopher Nolan. I heard that movie's like 2 hours 40 minutes long.
Yep.
What's he trying to compensate for?
I heard it's been getting standing ovations too.
Oh my God! Give me
I'm
a
so
break.
done. I'm so done with like hearing about this movie.
Standing ovations at a movie
Standing.
theater?
Where's your stance on clapping at a movie theater?
If it's I after Black Swan ended, I got up and clapped.
Really?
Yes.
I'm totally against clapping in a movie theater at any time.
Yeah.
It's like it'd be like me going and playing High-Lie. It like defeats the point.
No, if a movie is I walked into that not knowing what to expect, Black Swan, and it was in a small theater in the Oriental, and it blew my mind. That movie was great, and when it ended, I was like, yeah, that's a movie. Movies. That's how you do it. And everyone looked at me strangely because they were still staring at the screen.
Because you were fully nude.
Yes.
That's a movie. It was a Sunday morning.
I mean, unless the director's there, I don't see the point of it.
Yeah, I don't really either.
Right, yeah, unless, yeah, for sure. That's what I was going to say. Unless the guy's there and you're like, good job, and he's like, well, thank you. But if it's like,
Does he have to be right next to me?
in the theater, he doesn't have to be.
I agree.
Shot of the clapping.
Yeah.
I cannot stand when people clap in a movie. Like it's just like weird to me. Like who are you clapping to?
Yeah.
Yourselves?
Well, to be fair, if you're in a room full of people and you're sharing this experience and something on the screen, I'm talking about clapping at the end, but sometimes you'll get people that are cheering during it. That's a great shared experience. It did what the filmmaker was attempting to do, which was
Yeah, we all saw Blindside in the theaters, Jason. We all
didn't see that movie,
We all
actually.
remembered feeling what we felt that day.
listen. I've saved enough black people in my lifetime. I don't need to watch Sandra Bullock do it.
What were your lifeguard? Just kidding.
I was kidding, obviously. Not at all. I'm proud of what I've done. Thank you. I'm proud.
Yeah, I can't clap in a movie. I also don't even know if I can go see the 2 hour. You're the guy who's looking for his glasses.
Oh, the
Glasses guy's here.
Oh, yeah.
Here are the glasses that this gentleman left here.
You got-
You're not mad. I rested them cutely on a dog. See ya. All right, our first glasses exchange. All right, to many more. 2 hours 40 minutes for the Batman.
I would if I'm paying $9 to see a movie, I want as much movie as you can possibly cram into that movie.
That's a lot of movie.
Yeah.
And second of all, there isn't enough movie in that movie to account for 2 hours 44 minutes.
That's how long. That's just about how long The Dark Knight was, and that's absolutely true. There wasn't enough movie there to sustain my attention.
Yeah.
Jeff.
Yeah, that was a long movie.
But I mean, he is ending it now, so I'm sure he's just trying to cram as much as he possibly can into it.
I'm ready for that one
Yeah.
to be over. That's one of those ones where like my girlfriend demands that we go see it, so like we
That's
will
hilarious.
go see it.
It's usually the other way around, in my experience.
No way. I like. I guess.
You just don't care.
I don't care. Like,
Nice.
I don't care enough to watch that for like. Where does he get off thinking that that has to be 2 hours 40 minutes? Like, Saving Private Ryan wasn't that long. Like, was it?
I think it was actually about that long.
Yeah. Okay, so they're on equal planes in that guy's mind.
It's the Saving Private Ryan of comic book movies.
Wow.
You have a tweet?
I've seen quite a few movies that were really, really, really long.
I think so. My phone is loading.
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't want to have my phone ready ever.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's totally fine.
Tweet us the longest movie you've ever watched.
Yeah, what's the longest movie you've ever seen? Or what's like the movie that
long movie.
seemed the longest to you?
Godfather was really
Why don't we
long.
take a quick break? We've
Apocalypse Now.
got a chance to play some of the Fatty Acids right now. So we've got
Schindler's
about
List.
15 minutes till we're having Josh on from the Fatty Acids. Let's cue up a song.
Save the Last Dance.
Is that a
obviously.
song of theirs? Hold on.
Save the Last Dance 2.
There was a second one.
Yes, there was a second one.
This song is called Oven Mitts. We'll be right back. Make sure that you tweet in at Cast of Killers, hashtag Killer Radio. You're listening to the
Shame
Killer
you.
Radio Show.
Of course, there was a second Save the Last Dance.
Got to
the Steve Show.
The Steve Show. I'm here. I'm still here.
The Steve Show.
Yep.
Hey, Steve. What's going on in Steve's world?
Not much.
It's Steve's world.
Steve's world is pretty lame right now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
please
much going
don't
on.
have any fun while you're here. Don't.
Yeah, I never have fun. That's just what I do. I don't do anything fun.
Steve.
I went camping with everybody.
What? See, that's a lot of fun. I heard a dog went.
A dog did go. I didn't know
That-
Ryan.
you didn't have any fun, but you went camping with a dog.
I was made fun of the entire time.
Well, what was the dog mean?
Yeah, the dog was very mean to me. It didn't kiss me.
dog.
Didn't lick my face once. Licked everyone else's face. not mine.
Really?
Yeah.
You're just not dog face licking material.
No,
Sorry
I'm
to hear
not.
that.
No, and I feel like my face is sweaty.
Aren't
enough
dogs
to-
usually just licking each other's butts? Maybe that's a good thing you didn't get your face licked.
Yeah,
by
that's
a
true.
dog.
Yeah, I didn't think
You went
that way.
camping with a dog and you're sulking. What are you talking about?
I didn't have a tent. I slept in Damon's car, and then me and Ryan made a lean-to tent.
A lean-to? What was
Yeah.
your lean-to?
It was to a tree and to the floor or the ground.
I see. Eric's back. If you're just tuning in, this is the Killer Radio Show. We've got Josh coming in from the Fatty Acids. We've got Sammy RHR coming in from just being a really local, funny guy. Being a really funny local guy. Yeah. He's a comic. We are comics, too. We're all members of the Cast of Killers Comedy Collective. You can find out more about us at cokcomedy.com. You can also check out our Facebook page. The Cast of Killers have a page. Killer Radio Show has a page. So go like our page. That'd be awesome. Yeah, we got a lot of new people checking into the show, which is great. Welcome to
Friend
some of
Kevin
our
says
new
hi, by the
listeners, hopefully.
Friend Kevin says hi.
Yeah, somebody's
Tune
friend
in
says
right
hi.
now. Eric's friend Kevin should be tuning in.
Kevin.
Oh, all right. Yay!
Off mic. What's up, Kevin?
Yeah, all right.
Hey, Kevin.
You're gonna knock over that water there. You guys, when you're on the radio, are like little kids who don't know what their bodies should do yet. You like talk off the mic. You like move things and knock stuff over. It's like, I'm a little kid. I don't know how my body works. So, and we've got some pictures being taken here today too. So
Yeah.
that's good. So hopefully we'll put up some pictures of the show, which will be great. But yeah, Fatty Ass is coming in. That's pretty excited. Are you a fan?
Yeah. Huge fan.
Huge fan. Eric's a huge fan. I like their music. I got to say that I didn't really listen to him too much, and then I saw them at Art Bar do a show, and it was really fun. It was a really fun show. And then I saw them again at Locust Street Days. So I started listening to their music. Their latest album. It has a funny name, but it's like Leftover Monster Face, I believe is the name of it, but I'll get the exact name for it when Josh gets here because I don't want to embarrass myself. But it's really good. It's good. It's fun stuff. They're River West natives, River West locals, so you can't beat that, which is great. And it looks like he's coming in right now, so we'll bring him on shortly. Eric, why don't you tell us about any shows you got coming up? I know we're in 2 shows coming up, and you had a couple of things you wanted to tell people.
Sure. You want to get through first, Jason?
No, I want to stand here awkwardly while you announce it.
Yeah,
It's called Oh the Humanity.
sure.
Emphasis on man. And Steve Reese, he's going to be in there stripping down.
Yeah, there's a male burlesque show that
Manlesque.
Manlesque, I guess it's called. Josh is here from the Fatty Asses. We'll bring him on in just a moment to let people know what's going on. Josh is wearing a skeleton glow-in-the-dark T-shirt. He looks like his hair is nicely coiffed, and he's standing in a video store right now, politely, which is great. So the male burlesque show, when and where is it?
Well, I mean, Ed Nugent's been on the show before. He's going to be in that.
Yep.
Steve Breeze, and we're going to be the comedy commentators.
Comedy commentators for that show.
Comedy-tators.
That's great.
No. And that's
Also,
August 4th.
August 4th.
At Stonefly.
Also, this Friday, you can check out myself and Jake Cornelli is putting on a show at the Circle A. So go check that out.
Sunday.
The tiniest comedy show you will ever see at the Circle A.
It's on Sunday.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's on Sunday.
Yeah.
Eric, are you in that as well?
Yeah, me, you, Maddie Field, Jake Cornelli.
Yeah, come out and see that. It'll be really funny. It's free.
Yeah, it's free.
If I'm not mistaken. And it's probably going to be really tight quarters. So come in and see it.
And then one more plug really fast.
Monday.
Yeah, the monthly Carte Blanche Showcase now.
Oh.
It's, the third Monday of every month, and that's coming up this upcoming Monday.
Oh, great.
Chastity's headlining that.
Who else is in that show?
There's a mystery spot. And it's,
Oh, is it me? Can I be the mystery spot?
well, it would be you because I would have said, hey, do you want to do the mystery spot? So, but it's a mystery between me and who I asked to do it. And it's
Okay.
super secretive. Nobody's gonna know until the show.
So Damon will be there. That's good to know.
Okay. All right.
And it's $5, and if you're a comic, you get in free, and it's at Carte Blanche on Monday.
Got a couple of newbies in that one, kind of people that just showed
Yeah.
up on the scene.
Laura Holterman, who I think is she's super funny and newcomer, so I figured I'd throw her up and see what she's made of.
All right, I'm gonna bring on Josh now. Josh, you can sit in that chair right there. What song do you want to come into of your songs? What's a good intro song for you from your latest album?
Yeah.
Feathers, Beaks, and Gills?
Yeah. Okay.
You're gonna come into that one. Okay. So wait, this is your intro. So should I do like a real radio intro right here?
Yeah, do it.
You're listening to the Fatty Acids right now. This is Feathers, Beaks, and Gills off their latest album, Leftover, Monster Face. I can hear it, but you guys can't hear it. Music sounds really good. You're hearing him sing right now, but why don't we say hi and you can talk into the mic. Welcome, Josh.
Hi.
That's
Thanks.
That's his actual voice.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome, man.
I'm Ryan. This is Eric,
Yes.
and that's Jason.
Howdy.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
First of all, we want to say thanks for allowing us to play your music on the show. We think it's really great, and we think you guys are really great. But welcome, and why don't we just start off by tell us a little bit about your band and about what you guys do. Give people a sense, if they haven't heard of you guys, what you're all about.
Okay. Well, we've been in the neighborhood for 5 years now. And we started out playing a lot of basement shows. And I think we've hopefully always kept that sort of sound, a bit of a gritty sound. But I think at this point what we're trying to do is just be as weird and high energy as possible.
Yeah.
So
Weird, huh?
yeah, I think so. We're
Do you
trying.
think that that's just so that people seem to have more fun because of the energy that you guys put out? I know I've seen you guys play a couple of shows, and there's no mistaking when you guys are on stage because it's loud,
energy,
it's
really.
fun, and yeah, it can get a little weird out there.
Cool. Yeah, that's the
what you're
dream.
shooting for.
That's the dream.
That's the dream. What's the weirdest
Like
thing
how
that you've
having
ever
energy
done
makes you
on
weird.
stage?
The weirdest thing I've ever done on stage? Mm-hmm. I'm not like that badass. Can I say ass?
You can say ass.
On
You can only say it
stage.
once though.
I've deep throated a couple of microphones.
Sure,
Which
yeah.
is really, I feel like, really gets the crowd wet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You should have watched the hot dog eating competition on the 4th.
Where
We
was-
just talked about it.
Where was that?
Coney Island.
Oh,
Next year.
can't believe I missed that.
Which end did you like? The big end first? Deep throat?
That's a good question. It was.
That's a great question. Yeah.
I had to know.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah.
So
That
you guys,
is a
you've
lot
been in the
to
neighborhood
shake
for
it
5
down.
years, but how long have you guys been together as a group?
Actually, I should rephrase that. We've been a group for 5 years. I think we've been in the neighborhood for 4 years.
Okay.
Now, so.
All right. Are there any other lies that you want to clear up right now as well?
So
He didn't
many,
actually
so many.
deep throat it. He just licked it a little.
You've been on the air for
Just kissed it.
less
Yeah.
than a minute. You've already lied to us.
Just touch it.
That's what. So, but what's your background in terms of playing? I know that you play piano, the keys.
Yeah.
The keys.
Yeah,
Tinkle the ivory?
Yeah.
I tinkle
Tinkles the ivory.
Tinkles the
Yep.
ivory.
But yeah, what's your musical background?
Well, my parents forced me to take piano lessons when I was a
Sure.
kid, and that's something that I'm really grateful for today. And I was also really embarrassingly in. I mean, it's not that. I shouldn't be embarrassed about it at all. But I was in a boy choir
Okay.
for quite a few years.
I thought you were gonna say boy
Sure.
band.
So I thought you were gonna say boy band as well.
I mean, I'm in a boy band now. then I was in a boy choir,
Boy choir.
and we toured around. We went to Ireland actually when I was
Really?
a kid.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think I was.
So I'm embarrassed that I haven't
Yeah.
gone to Ireland in
Yeah.
a boys choir. So
Yeah, it's
Ireland,
pretty-
great country,
it's pretty
way better than
amazing.
Scotland. Way better.
I wouldn't know, but
Yeah,
I can
it goes without
imagine.
saying, really.
yeah.
Yeah. Anybody listening out there in Scotland, just turn it off.
Fuck off.
Turn it
Just
off.
Get the fuck out.
Oh,
how long were you in the choir? How long were you in the choir?
What's that?
How long were you in the choir?
I think like 3 years,
wow.
something like that.
Nice.
So that's, I mean, now you're a singer, you're a musician. Do you feel that you gain, like, because a boy choir doesn't shout confidence to me. You know what I mean? Like, where
Yeah.
does your confidence as a performer come from then? Like, was there something out there, or was it boy choir? Like, if I, can
think
do
you'd
this,
be
I can do it.
surprised because getting in front of a crowd now, takes a bit of nerve. But getting in front of a crowd when you're a kid,
Takes a lot of nerve.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it kind of, I feel like that was a good preparation for being a performer.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, we're all performers. We've had, shows around, and you guys recently came off of tour, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about your tour. Where'd you go?
Okay, it was, we did a little bit of a southern loop.
Yeah.
We made it all the way
So
down.
loop.
Yeah, so loop. We made it all the way down to Austin,
your mouth, Ryan.
which was cool.
Austin, yeah.
Excellent.
Because I don't think anyone in our band had ever been there, and that was like, basically tour is just a vacation in disguise.
Yeah.
It's just a road trip.
It's
with
like a
your
vacation
friends.
with an excuse to sleep in your car.
Except
basically.
it's better. It's better. I mean, we never had to sleep in our van this tour. We only had to get a hotel twice. Like, people are just amazing wherever you go, and they take you in
Yeah.
and sometimes feed you, and
It's
it's
crazy.
just incredible. Like, we never cease to be amazed at the kindness of random people everywhere. So it's
Yeah.
always just kind of like
I feel like
an
the
incredible
music
experience.
industry, or the music people who perform and those sorts of communities are really endearing. And comedy can be the same way. We look to take in as many people as possible and to help them out. I know that we've had touring comics that have slept at other comics' houses for sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can speak to that. But-
Yeah, I had Kenny. I smoked a lot of pot with Kenny Smith, and
Okay.
that
Did
was
he actually perform, or
Like, no, he was-
just a story?
No, he's a headlining comic that came to Jokers, and he didn't want to be there anymore. So he came and hung out at my house for like 6 hours and complained about comedy.
You're like, man, it's so great to meet you. Comedy's terrible.
Yeah,
Ruin
that's
your
exactly
life,
that's what a lot of those people were like. Very depressed about their vocation that I loved. But
Yeah. So,
do you run into that a lot? Like,
do you run into comics that you have to put in your house and smoke pot with
I
constantly?
run into terrible comics everywhere. No, it is kind of disheartening when you see a band that's been on the road for months at a time and they're just sort of like worn down and like
Yeah.
they're like not getting along anymore, and like it's really scary. And we've taken in a couple bands that I just feel like,
We're going down that road.
man, like they're really just like, it's almost like they're not friends anymore, and they're just doing this
Yeah.
because they feel like they have to do it.
I saw this band. Like, it's brief, but like I saw this band back in like 2002. That was great. I saw them at the House of Blues, and a friend of mine was a huge fan of theirs. So we saw them again like 4 years later at some really tiny bar because they hit it and then they went downwards. And I watched their bassist quit the band, and then I watched them break up in front of their tour bus. Like they were like best of friends when we saw them at the House of Blues. They were so warm, so loving. They loved
Smash
everything
cut
they
to, like,
did.
4 years later.
I watched them break up. That was a depressing moment.
But you guys are all really good friends,
Yeah, it's
So how
kind
did
of-
you all meet each other? Were you in boys choir together?
No, surprisingly enough. Let's see. Cole and I grew up pretty close in small semi-hick towns.
Okay.
My town was not a hick town. His totally was. But we both came to UWM, and I met Derek at a party. He introduced me to Joel, who now is in DC, interning for Al Jazeera, which is awesome.
Cool.
And then I started working at the UWM Post, and that's where I met Kurt. So we are a rotating cast of 6 people. Also, whoops, Matt. Sorry, Matt.
Oh, Matt.
Matt came in the last time Joel left, and started playing guitar, and yeah, he's been.
So it seems like your band really formed pretty organically. It was like all guys who seemed to like being around one another.
Yeah, I mean,
Or like a guy you had to work with, and then Matt.
just like whatever was working out at the time.
Yeah.
You know, like it was never like this big plan. Like, you know, we need this, we need that. It was just like friends come and jam, and then it just sort of works out.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely. I think that's awesome, and you guys make great music together, which is what it's all about. And so, you know, with the people coming and going within the group, how do you guys think how's your sound changed over the years? I know that is such like a cliche question, but do you feel that obviously you've progressed, but how do you think that you've changed?
Well, I think we've gradually just added more shit. And at first it's just kind of scary, you know. I used to just play keyboards and sing, and then Cole actually studied abroad, so who plays drums, and we had to bring in an electronic element to just, you know, be a beat that we could play with.
Okay.
And then we never really lost it. So it was like, you know, we played forever without a drummer, and then Cole came back, and then we just kept the electronic elements in the band. And we just sort of have like expanded on that. You know, we do some affected vocals now.
Right.
We're adding another keyboard into our band. So it's just like more shit, but you have to keep expanding, otherwise, like,
Yeah.
you know, it just gets boring.
Yeah.
So we have a sampler pad now, and like, yeah, you just have to keep adding shit.
Keep
otherwise
trying
you
new
get bored.
things. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, comedy's the same way. It gets boring doing, like, I have old jokes that I know will get a laugh, but if I do them, I'll be bored, like, while I'm telling them. And I'm sure it's the same way for music, where, like, if you're playing that one song that maybe you know, maybe people love it, but, you know, if you're not getting a rise out of it, it's not going to really make the show for you, and which won't make the experience for the people that are watching it, which is paramount to being a good performer, I would imagine. Whoa, there's a bug in here.
I got a question. Where's, like, in River West, where do you think the coolest, like, what's your favorite place to play around here? Like Stonefly or, like...
Linneman's, hands down.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Linneman's.
I mean, Jim's a legend. He's just one of the nicest people. Like, I feel like he has just kept music going for so long here.
Yeah. The unofficial mayor of River West. Yeah, if you don't know, Linneman's is on the corner of Locust and Wheel, and it's really an institution in River West. One of those places that has like live music almost 365 days a year.
Yeah.
It's
like,
crazy.
It's close. Yeah.
Yeah.
They do, like, poetry nights and stuff, too. Like,
Yeah.
it's really great.
There's an open mic
Sure.
Yeah.
every week.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, and it's really interesting to come across a band like yours, like Fatty Acids, as somebody, like, I'm an adult and, like, I don't generally have a lot of time on my hands performing and doing things like that, but, like, running into a band in River West, and it's not that I was surprised at like how good you guys were, but it was like a special treat to be like, oh, this band is good. Like, they're good at what they're doing, and I think that doesn't happen, I think, every day. So, you know, as a compliment to you guys being a part of the music scene, you know, do you find that people are refreshed to hear you, or they're harkening back to something maybe they discovered when they were younger? What do you think it is that draws people in, or do you think it is the stage elements that you guys bring?
Well, I don't really know. I don't really think about it.
What makes
too
you
much,
so
but
great? You guys are great.
I will say that, like, I don't think that many people. I feel like we've just had such great friends over the years that have just stuck with us, and just continue to come out to our shows for no good reason, and just like I can't believe the amount of support that we've got.
Oh yeah, you guys have a great following. Like, and a perfect example would be Locust Street Days, when I was, you know, sitting on a friend's porch, and clearly the Fatty Acid fans are starting to descend on the stage. They have a look about them. If you could
That's just Joe Lowry, man. He's got that.
how would you
Got them
describe your
Satan
fans?
eyes. By the time, like, they're drunk. They're drunk. I love them so much. They're usually drunk.
Yeah, yeah. That's probably why I'm a fan now.
Yeah.
It's like all these drunk people are all in one place.
When was the moment that you realized that all of a sudden, like, you were really onto something? Like, when you had these crazy fans, like, when was the first time that you were, like, realized you had a rabid fan base? Like, it was like, oh my God, we're good enough for this to happen.
Well, I think when we put our first album out, I think that's the first time that I really got that feeling. But we just had so much help from so many people. One person, Erin Wolf, who is just insane in the music scene. She's a DJ on WMSC, and she plays in Altos, and she plays in Hello Death. She really, like, literally boosted us to the level of being like, you know, we got to write up in the AV Club for our album release. We got to write up in the Shepherd.
Yeah.
And that show, when we released Berries, that show, I felt that then. Like, this is,
You were like, wow, this is something different
really
than I haven't
cool.
experienced yet.
Yeah. But I mean, you know,
cool.
it's
That's
just the support of so many people that
Yeah,
made
absolutely.
it happen. So.
Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, like, it still gives me a charge. Like, my name's on a flyer. Like if I see that flyer at like Altera, I'll be like, that's me.
But you've had those shows where the reaction is just a little bit different than it is for some other times.
Yeah, I mean,
Realizing you're
if
onto
you
something
like
magical.
as a comic, if you go to a show, it could be filled to the brim and it might feel the same as just a show that's dead, or you might go to a smaller show but you know the audience gets it and they're having a really great time. I would say, you know, there's been a few times in my career where there's been really fun moments. You know, I did a show at Cactus Club where I felt like I did really great. I did a show, you know, the first time that you really murder at Art Bar is like a rite of passage, because it's one of the hardest rooms to do well in, because it's so loud and it's so, you know, like crazy there sometimes. But, you know, that's the type of thing where
Loud
we
or
experience it all
apathetic.
from time to time.
Silent and apathetic.
I also did a room in Delavan, Wisconsin that I thought I was going to get like murdered after I left, so that was good.
Yeah, we actually just did a tour in Spooner, Wisconsin.
Sure.
We spent 2 weeks there. We forgot our tuner, so we had to come home.
You forgot your tuner and spooner?
Yeah. But it was like, that town kills.
Should have left sooner.
That town kills. Like,
Yeah.
cars.
Called fork, right?
Yeah.
Instead of
Forker.
Eric, I'm going to ask you to leave.
tuning
Forker.
Tuning fork? No.
Was that a tuning fork joke?
Spooner.
You guys can talk among just. I'm gonna give Eric a hug.
So did you? So you did a tour across the southern regions of the United States. Did you play any like smaller towns that were interesting?
I think maybe the smallest. It's so hard to keep like the bearings of what the hell the population is.
Yeah.
And like and you know what's
Yeah.
going
Can't
on.
remember
And I'm
every
like
little thing.
terrible geographically, but one of the smallest shows we played was Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Oh yeah.
I think that was. I don't know how big that town is, but that was one of the
2 million
weirder
people.
shows. And the weirder after party.
Yeah. People were getting down in Fort Wayne. What was happening in Fort Wayne? How were they getting
A
weird?
little bit.
I'm gonna guess meth.
I'm gonna guess nudity.
You guys are close. They had this beer bong that was and they had mistitled it as an octobong, but it was a sextabong.
So it was only 6.
It was only 6.
What do you think of one?
We did a couple of those. We did a couple of those, as well as a couple normal bongs.
Okay.
And that
All
was-
right. Not familiar, but
It was a
go
good
on.
night. It was a good night in Fort Wayne. And
So-
I remember Derek saying to me, "You know what? I'm having more fun in Fort Wayne than I thought I was going to."
Fort Wayne's all right. Fort Wayne is all right
with me.
That's funny. You know, like, do you feel like you're gonna have to grow up being a performer? You know, like, not that I'm telling you have to grow up, but like being a performer myself, like you get to have fun, and it's sort of your job to have fun.
Yeah.
Like, especially like somebody who's on a stage holding a microphone or singing, you have to have fun out there, or have fun out there, kid, or people aren't gonna enjoy your music. Do you feel that like
well, I need to make sure I'm having a good time, or it's gonna be boring.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I think
Totes.
that it's really, really important to make sure that you're having fun. And when things get too serious, you know, we always have to try and
Dial it back.
like spray fake tan on our faces, something to like make it fun again,
Yeah.
you know, because it does get to the point where like, you know, you're trying to do like the tightest set you can possibly do, and like
yeah.
this person's at this show, or like you have a bigger crowd than you would normally have, or
Yeah.
like you're opening up for this band that you really respect, and it does get pretty stressful at times.
Have
But
you opened up for some pretty big bands? Like, what would you say is the biggest?
I mean, like our biggest show
Rod
we've
Stewart.
ever played was opening up for 357 String Band, and I consider
Oh, wow.
them
Oh,
I
yeah.
consider them a big band,
They're awesome.
and I really
They're super
dig what they've
talented.
done.
So
yeah.
talented.
Nice.
So that was one of the coolest shows we've ever done.
Far out. Where was that at?
That was at Turner. That was our first time
excellent.
playing Turner, and
Wow.
it was Derek pooped 4 times that day because he was so nervous.
Derek, good for
Little
you.
known fact.
Wow. Now it's out there for the whole world.
No problem, Derek.
Thank you, Derek.
What's your end game? I mean,
What's
what do you?
Derek's end game?
Ooh.
Metamucil.
Yeah.
Lay off it. Yeah. What do you want to do? What that you haven't done yet?
Are you looking forward to selling out?
Yeah, dude. You should do it.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. But I think, you know, we always have these little goals, and sometimes they're not little goals, but you know, definitely playing Turner was
Awesome.
like a threshold, and
Yeah.
I think our
National tour has got to be on there too.
oh yeah, for sure.
Car commercial,
Having an
right?
album
Car
produced by
commercials
Will
up there.
I.am.
A Hummer
Yeah.
commercial would be
Yep.
exquisite.
Really
Your
sweet.
4th sports car, right?
Second wife.
Really nice.
Second wife.
Second
Yeah, there
wife's
you go.
on the list, probably.
I think if we could do a legitimate international tour,
That'd be awesome.
that would
yeah.
be like the apex.
Or maybe like a cover song for Shrek 5.
Or that, yeah.
Like
Or that.
you and
The
Adam
Hunger Games
Durst.
soundtrack.
Adam Duritz from The Counting Crows. Oh, we killed a fly. No, that's great.
That was
Hey,
a lot
feel
of
free to make
screaming.
as much noise as possible over there.
Yeah, it's not distracting.
Yeah, I think that everybody's gonna have goals to go out and do something really cool. But you guys are doing some really cool stuff right now. What's next for your band here in the city that people can come out and find you? And what's next for your band, bigger picture?
Our next show is River West Mishmash, and that's
What?
at Art Bar, and that is
There's a flyer right there.
that's actually is that our next show?
When is that?
I think that's the 27th,
Okay.
and that's our next Milwaukee show.
I have a
Excellent,
question.
excellent.
What are you doing August 11th?
August 11th. I was gonna like shampoo.
Get blood. Probably get blood.
Shampoo while giving blood.
Yeah, we have a show on August 11th. You're welcome to come and play tunes if you want to.
Yeah.
We're doing a fundraiser for River West Radio, actually, at the Public House. It would be great if you could. We're trying to get.
Are you just trying to put him on the spot so he'll say yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll give you the details afterwards, and I'll get in touch with you guys to see what anybody's availability is. We are putting a show on August 11th. Come out and see us. It'll be us three doing stand-up. If you can't see us there, come out to see us at the show at the Circle A, and go to the Karma Showcase, and go to the Carte Blanche Showcase, and go to everything. Sherman Perk, everything.
Yeah.
Go see everything. Go do everything is
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
An extension of that was I'm asking. It's for River West Radio, this radio program, because we really appreciate you letting us use your stuff.
Yeah, your
Thank you for
music.
supporting us.
Yeah,
we
your
love
music
like
coming on,
supporting
yeah.
local artists in general is like what we're about. And you're
Yeah.
Right on.
And it's really
River West celebrity.
your fans are definitely out there in force, because even mentioning that you're going to be on the show briefly, your fans are out there listening, and they're out there tuning in to
Getting
something
wasted.
they
They're
wouldn't.
getting wasted.
We've never
They're
seen
probably
numbers
getting
like
wasted
this.
right now.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. So before we let you go, where'd Sammy go? I was gonna see if Sammy wanted to meet you. He's a music kid, and he's also a comic. I want to see if he would ask you like a dorky music question. I don't really have any. I used to be that guy.
Guitar string.
Yeah, what's your favorite guitar string?
Dude, G string, dude. G string, dude.
G string is a good string though. Seriously.
I hate it when you snap the G string though. That's
Yeah.
the worst.
Dude, that is terrible.
I'm out of this conversation.
That's terrible.
I'm ashamed.
Well, Josh, I want to say thank you for coming on the show and sitting down with us. Let's take a short break, and we're going to bring you back real quick. We'll put you in with Sammy together, just because I know that you definitely have fans that are listening right now, so we want to give them a little bit more. Tweet a question in for us to ask Josh. You can tweet at Cast of Killers, and it's CASTE
I can't read it. It's not
of Killers. Hashtag Killer Radio, and we'll read any questions for Josh.
Should we read one really quick before you
Yeah, sure. You got one?
Steve, you want to read it?
No.
Well, the lights
We'll just do it anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I gotta find it.
Oh, this is really great radio, you guys. You guys are really nailing it right now.
Break, 'cause I gotta-
Okay, we're gonna go to break real quick, and we'll come
Stick
back.
around for that.
Tweet us your questions for Josh. Josh is gonna come back, and he's gonna answer any of your questions that are out there, and then he's probably gonna rent some movies. And yeah, Josh, what else is going on with you tonight specifically?
Tonight specifically, there's a really good show at Quarters, Rock and Roll Palace.
Okay.
Right over there.
Yep. Shit. Okay. Uncanny Valley, Rio Turbo, Terrier Butte,
Terrier Butte.
and one other band I really wish I could remember the name of, but it's going to be an awesome show.
It's pretty hard to remember band names nowadays because like every band name has been used up, so it's just like two words next to each other. It seems like, or like it's like
Big fart.
Yeah,
like-
yeah,
Yeah.
like.
Band list or a horse race?
Am I right? Anyways, I'll have another, right, guys? All right, we're gonna take a quick break. Do you got a song that we should play, Josh?
Oh.
Oh, he found the tweet. That's good.
No, we'll say it when we get back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not loading.
I would just just go at it, whichever
any
one
old
feels
shuffle.
right. Yeah. Shuffle it.
This one's really short. I can't play that one. This one's called Argentinian
Mistresses.
Mistresses. I have a Nano. It's really old. Enjoy. We'll be right back with Josh Everett of the Fatty Acids, and we're going to have your questions for Josh and maybe Damon Millard. Hard to say.
Everyone creative, find a way to work this out. Like a yes semantics, social movement. With a taste of chemicals, our minds are full of animals and try as hard as we
All right, we're back on the Killer Radio Show. I'm here with Josh Everett. Am I saying that right?
Yep.
Josh Everett, and we're actually being joined right now by Sammy Arachar. Am I saying that right?
Yep. What's up, guys?
Welcome to Josh and Sammy. You're listening to the Fatty Acids right now. That was Memory Banks. Banks?
Yep.
Memory Banks, yeah. Memory Banks. Not to be confused with Carlton Banks. And yeah, it's a treat to have Josh in here because I'm a new fan and Sammy's a fan.
Yeah.
How did you discover the Fatty Acids?
I was working Summerfest 2010.
Okay.
And I was working at the Garden Bar next to where they performed. And then that's how I found out about them. So, true story.
Yeah, right on.
Was that a fun show?
Yeah, that was a fun show.
Yeah, I bought a CD. I don't know.
Thanks, Sammy.
Yeah, for sure.
This is the nerdiest.
Wow.
This is the nerdiest I've ever seen Sammy. Just like sitting here, like, I got a button at your show and I put it on my bag.
I was gonna buy a shirt, but there wasn't any in my size, so
It was a tough day for you. Yeah. Yeah.
I was bummed out.
Hopefully we get the Twitter working so that we can shout out some of the questions that people have asked. So if you still have questions, tweet at @CastleKillers, #Killer Radio. Eric, why don't you read some of the tweets that we got coming in?
Okay.
Any minute now, though.
Can I steal them? Yeah, okay. I had to get them loading.
Okay, Josh, you're on the hot seat now because this is people that we don't even know.
So this is like from a while ago, so I'm gonna a bunch of questions, okay?
Okay.
Cribber's Tiny Kingdom says you sound like a tub of lard,
Right on.
and he wants to know what your waist measurements are.
Right on.
What's your digits?
What's your
I mean,
digits?
like American Apparel, man, because like they're so skinny. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's like
You're a rock star.
American Apparel. I'm like 34. You know what I mean?
Double D. Right on.
So
Okay.
He's at 34.
anything else, man? Like 30.
Yeah. 30 legit 30.
Legit 30. Sorry, I didn't.
We actually, Josh and I were out back and we were checking each other's belts out, and I was like, "Hey, why don't you try on my belt? I'll try on yours." And long story short, we're wearing each other's belts right now, so it's a cool thing. I'm actually a black belt. That is not that stupid. Next question.
And we were talking about like going on the road and like breaking up a band. So like we asked people to tweet in what their favorite bands were that like broke up because of like a wrong road show like that. So Matt Batisco tweeted in Fugazi. which is a
Okay.
good band. And Chris Lay said Paco. I don't know if you're familiar with Paco.
I'm familiar with Taco, who did that cover of Putting on the Ritz. Are you familiar with that?
That's a good song.
That is a great song.
That is a good song.
You guys ever think of covering that? You
on the Ritz.
Thought about it, dreamed about.
Dreamed about it. Many a dream.
And Debbie Mason wants to know how many instruments do you play and what is the hardest song you ever learned to play?
Wow, Debbie, that's like a legit question.
Yeah, all right.
Well, yeah, she's a really legit lady. That's my mom.
I play piano, drums, trombone,
Okay.
and that's pretty much it. I play guitar poorly,
Okay.
very poorly.
You hold it right, though? I mean, you holding it right?
Probably not, man. Like that's probably the problem.
You play stand-up guitar? Just
Yeah.
like with a bow?
Yeah.
Yeah, right on.
What was the other part?
What's the hardest?
Hardest song you ever learned to play?
Like maybe on piano.
Oh.
On any of those. Yeah, probably piano.
Okay, that has a legitimate answer.
Okay, cool.
I did a duet with a colleague in high school, and it was the Rhapsody in Blue. There
Okay.
are, I think I played the orchestral accompaniment to her solo, and the solo is like impossibly hard, but the orchestral accompaniment is also like really hard. And,
Nailed it or what?
I think I did all right, but it was like 3 or 4 months of like hardcore training.
Did she get a 1? I'm assuming this was at a solo ensemble.
It was
Oh man, you laughed
think
at
it was
that.
like-
You were totally in solo ensemble.
dude, it was a star first.
Yeah, it was a star first. It's not a big deal. I took state. Whatever.
Took nation, whatever.
Star first. Did you really do like the in high school, like those sorts of competition stuff? Were you a band guy?
All the time, yeah.
Oh yeah, I was in band too. I was a band geek.
Nice,
I
dude.
played piano as a kid, and then I played tuba as a middle schooler.
That's
and high
a tough
schooler.
one.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a tough nut to crack.
It is a tough one to try and talk to a girl while holding. That is what I would say. Like, no, I can put this down whenever I want, really. Yeah, you want to go grab a soda? Oh, no? No, you don't? Ever? Okay. All right. Fine. Cool. That was my experience with high school.
No problem, because I wasn't going to be able to hold a soda anyway. So
It would just all come out my spit valve. Whatever. Go empty your spit valve. We got any other tweets coming in?
Those are all the ones so far.
Okay. If you have any other tweets for Josh,
Dang, those were some good ones.
those were
though.
some good tweets, though.
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
Any questions for Sammy? Tweet in.
What's the Fatty Asses Twitter?
That's that would be Cribber's Tiny Kin. So shout out to Joel. Thanks for
Thanks for
tweeting
making
that one in,
yeah.
Joel. Thanks for ruining everything.
Yeah, we should say that, Joel said a lot of hurtful things, and that's not what we're about here at this show. We're here to bring people together. Sammy, do you have any questions that you want to ask Josh?
I can think of one. I can come up with one.
Okay, then do it right now.
Do you have any merch for sale?
That's a really good question, and a lot of good bands would tell you yes.
Oh.
I'm here to tell you no.
Oh, okay.
No, we don't have. We have like CDs.
Yeah.
That's
We
good.
have
That's still
CDs.
merchandise. Yeah.
I mean,
Size 34 belts.
Patch.
You guys got a line of belts coming out, right?
like if you're selling CDs at shows, you might as well be selling,
Bobbleheads.
Yeah.
bobbleheads would be cooler. I feel like. Than
Yeah, what's
CDs.
the merch what's the wacky merch that you would love to sell? What would like fatty acid slippers?
I was thinking temporary tattoos would be a good idea
bagels?
Bagel.
Bagels. Yeah, bagels is a good one.
too. Yeah, bagels work. Bagels?
Fatty acid bagels?
Oh, okay. I thought I misheard you guys say something.
Bagels.
Okay, it's bagels. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Bagels.
Bagels.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, bagels.
We're all saying bagels.
Bagels.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyways. Any other questions you have, Sammy? Do most of your fans look like Sammy, where like you kind of like you're concerned about their hair, or like they're wearing too much clothes?
I'm not concerned about Sammy's hair. I think he's
There it is. Your hair's on TV.
doing
Right?
Cool, man.
just a beautiful job. He's just. I think that you're a beautiful man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can say the same about you.
He's a boy.
Yeah.
But
I'm a grown guy. I'm 20.
He's a fully grown boy.
Yeah.
That's
He's a fully grown boy.
And I can tell that you were raised free range as well.
wow, because he's
Wow.
Mexican. Is that what we're doing now?
It was a racist thing.
Wow.
I appreciate that. From you, I appreciate that.
We should say Josh just got off tour in the South, so that's like natural. That's just
Right, yeah. The borders are just closed off, so.
They should be, right?
Yeah, dude.
Wow. Well, I guess that's what we've got for you tonight. You're welcome to stick around with us, or you're welcome to take take to the night and go do whatever it is that Josh does on a Tuesday night. But I want to say thank you so much for coming into the Killer Radio Show.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thanks for being a part of River West Radio. And we're going to keep playing you guys' songs, and we'll be telling people to show up at your shows. So if you ever have anything that you want to send our way, we'll make sure to get that out to anybody who's listening out there.
And if you ever make merchandise, let us know and we'll buy you some shirts or.
If you ever make the big time and you need a guy to just come on stage and be like, "Hello, Minneapolis,
Yeah.
are you ready to get down to the funky sounds?" You look me up, and I will come out
I
there
can
and I
make
will
a
do
good
it.
hype man, too.
No
as
problem,
well.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah, comic roadies. Let's do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Give me your best Fatty Acids introduction right now. Like if you were coming out to the mic.
All right. I'm gonna do a Jamaican guy or something real cool, something real nice. Like, I don't know, like, hey,
That's actually really good.
come on, start dancing to the Fatty Acids, like that.
That's actually really good.
That's really good. Sammy.
It's electrifying.
Yeah.
People are gonna be like, well, now I'm super pumped.
That'd
Yeah.
be really tough for people to stay seated after you do that. What is that noise?
That's Jamaican. Yeah. Boosh. There's that one too. I have like 5 of those. That's plenty enough.
Are those really Jamaican? That's like Jamaican.
I've heard them on
Legit Jamaicans do
Yeah,
that shit.
that is a
all the time.
Jamaican noise. So, hey, that could be the name of your next comedy album, Jamaican Noise.
Jamaican noise. Yeah. Sammy Rachel Jamaican noise.
All right, well, thank you so much, Josh. We really appreciate it. I'm going to shake your hand across the table like a weirdo. And, oh, look at that little, just sharing a moment right there.
Wasn't supposed to be racist.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be racist. No, your mustache made it racist, Josh. Sorry.
That's true.
Oh, man, Sammy, I'm so sorry that you're Mexican.
It's all good. Tropical roots. See, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a really good Jamaican noise. Yeah. So we're gonna continue to have some Jamaican noises here from Sammy. I'm just gonna play some music while people get seated. So here's another Fatty Acids tune. This one's called AAA. You're listening to the romantic sounds, the sultry sounds of the Fatty Acids on the Killer Radio Show. Thank you so much for tuning in and sticking around. If you just heard Josh Everett and the Fatty Acids, go to their Facebook page, go follow them on Twitter, go start a revolution, and make sure to bring along the Fatty Acids. So we're still here, we're still hanging out, so we're going to talk a little bit with Sammy, our HR, and we're also going to talk with Mr. Damon Millard, who's also here. Say hi, Damon.
Hey, Damon.
Hey, Damon.
Hey, Damon, what's up?
We apologize for Josh Everett swearing. I didn't warn him before not to, and then he did. So, sorry.
At it, though?
What?
Was he good at it?
Yeah, he was a good interview. Good
Used
interview.
a good F's and C's?
Real sweet kid. Real sweet kid.
Yeah.
Regular choir boy.
Yeah, regular choir boy.
Yep.
But definitely check out the Fatty Acids. Cool band. And you know what? If you're not a really cool guy, and you know that there's a cool band, just say that you like them.
Right.
Just if you don't
be a poser.
Yeah.
Well, that's your advice.
My
pose
advice:
it all the way.
pose
to
as
the
hard
bedroom.
as you can.
Yeah. Right.
You've never said that you liked a band just to impress a girl?
Well, yeah.
It's like countless amounts of times.
I learned all the Snoop Dogg lyrics, like back in 1995.
Not even with the music, just the liner notes.
I just memorized them. I was like, wow, your rhythm's all off, but those words are accurate.
Yes,
Yeah.
those are all correct.
That's how that happened, and yeah, totally nailed.
Sammy, have you ever lied about a band that you liked because a girl said they liked them?
No, I don't
I've
think
done the
so.
opposite,
I don't talk to
though.
a lot of girls, so I haven't really lied to any of them.
That's your problem.
Yeah, you gotta talk to him to lie.
I mean,
to
I
him.
talk to a lot of girls if they come up to my register and they want to buy a soda or something.
He's like,
but
hey,
yeah.
how much is
It's
this soda? And you're like, oh, $1.
106 after tax. Sorry, tax is a bummer. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sorry that you have to carry pennies everywhere you go. That's funny.
Sorry for the change. Just apologize.
Is your entire life just apologizing? Is that what it is? It's just
Yeah.
apologizing.
I'm sorry for a lot of things, I guess.
I guess you are. I guess you are.
Sorry.
So Damon and Sammy, what's new with you? I know you just did a show at Quarters. Tell us how that went.
Oh, it was great. It was quality jokes, quality luxury comedians,
Quality
luxury musicians too. Great music, great laughs. There was pizza there too. That was cool.
Is that true?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was
I'd show up
cold.
just for the pie. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
I know you would.
Oh, and I lifted weights and Eric called me Danny
Yeah,
instead
I
of
do
Sammy.
apologize. I called you Danny. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, I was standing right there, and Eric was kind of drunk, and Sammy walks up, and Eric just goes, "Oh, Danny!"
I was really dry. I feel bad.
I was like, "Oh, you guys have only met
Does
like
he look like a
7
Danny,
times."
or
Yeah.
you just thought his name was Danny?
It's just like what the motion that his mouth made, and then the word Danny came
Oh,
out.
hey, Danny.
As soon as I said it, I was like, his name's not Danny, and I felt really bad.
Oh, I've done that recently too. Yeah.
So Sammy, I know that you post a lot about and you talk about the concept of luxury. Can you tell me what luxury really means to you?
Luxury, I guess what luxury means to me is, I guess if it makes it easier, it's just the definition of luxury for me is the same definition for erotic and quality. So I don't know if that, I'm generalizing the word right now, but if you know what quality or erotic means, then that's what it means to me.
So there was a lot of quality erotic comedians there.
Yeah, that's
Is
what
that what you're
quality,
saying?
I don't know, good, handsome.
Luxury.
You're making out with that microphone. Did you notice that?
I've honestly been putting my face near the microphone a lot just because you've been telling me that no one hears me on the microphone ever.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So
no one
like
can
I'm
hear
just
you.
getting used
Like,
to putting my
Are
face.
you embarrassed of your voice? Because it's like, oh, all of my jokes are a secret for some reason.
No, that's just how I talk.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go up there and do 10 minutes of secrets.
Yeah.
I don't know. It really makes everybody listen though. I bet you've never gotten heckled, right? Have you?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, because everybody's like, "What'd he say?" Oh man, I tell him he sucks, but I don't know what he said.
Well, that's fine. I'm better off taking that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to talk about luxury? I want to tell you about this camping trip that I just want to.
Yeah. Tell us about your camping trip. I heard a dog went.
A dog? Yeah. Did anybody know Ryan Lowe had a dog?
Nobody knows that.
Did you not? No,
I didn't know Ryan Lowe had anything.
I still don't know his
Other than
name.
puppets.
Was it Chuckles? Hey,
Chuckles.
Steve Breeze. Was his
Hi.
Ganji? Yeah, it was
Ganji,
like,
the
it was
dog,
like the
was there.
Ganges River.
Yeah, like the river.
But the dog, and it only had half a haircut. Like it was mid haircut, and we took it.
Kind of like Sammy.
Yeah, kind of like Sammy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You and the dog have the exact same haircut. It
This
was
side's a
like-
lot shorter.
Yeah, but there's a lot of dog hair in your hair, though, right?
Not too much.
Yeah. No?
Unless I sleep at home.
Hey,
Then
can I get a canine weave? Is what he said. Oh, this has less ticks than I'm used to.
So, Sammy, I guess the question is, do you go camping?
No. It'd be nice. It'd be cool to go camping.
Yeah,
Like should have went, man. I put
didn't
out an
know.
open invitation on the FB, and no one.
On the friend book.
Oh, what's that?
On the friend
Oh,
book,
the friend
yeah.
book.
Yeah,
no, I didn't
Friendster.
get that.
I'm still on Friendster.
I'm pretty sure most people take FB as a different 2 words.
FB.
One of them is this.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
there was some of that going on. on
Okay,
the trip.
all right. I'm not going to clear that up for the listeners.
Steve Breeze. Hey, FB Steve SB. Like it was crazy.
I don't get that. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I guess no.
Yeah.
So, Sammy, you when you were maybe drunk, invited me over for family dinner. You probably weren't drunk. It was probably just
No, I wasn't
Eric
drinking.
Thorson.
You know, yeah. There's tamales.
When am I
dinner.
coming over for family dinner? I guess that's
Probably like a Friday or something. She usually makes them on the weekend. She wakes up early in the
mom.
morning and then she makes tamales and then they're ready
so this
by
is
like
some
4.
authentic stuff, right?
But
Yeah.
do you realize though that if I eat a bunch of tamales, I do take a nap like right after?
Yeah, you could crash on my bunk bed.
Nap.
Okay,
wow.
cool.
I don't know what I thought you were gonna say.
Yeah.
So you're new to comedy a little bit here, and you're sitting next to Damon, who's not new to comedy. What do you want to ask Damon to
Are you
really
afraid of him?
take
Oh,
it
you
to
got
the
put me
next
on the
level?
spot.
Questions for you. Okay.
All right, here we go. Be completely honest about this one. Okay. All right.
How have you done an open mic in Chicago? I heard it's hard.
Yeah, I
do an
have.
open mic.
I've done a couple big city open mics, and they do suck.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm sure there's good ones, but like, I mean, when you're sitting on an open mic with 50 people and all of them don't care, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah.
I think we have a really good open mic scene in the city where it's like, you're gonna come down, people are gonna pay attention to you, and if it's funny, they're gonna laugh. They're not just waiting for their time and then they're just gonna jet. Like in New York City, if you
Luxury comedy mics.
luxury, yeah, a lot of luxury mics.
Okay, that's a good one.
Erotic mics.
Yeah.
Erotic mics.
Very erotic. It was very erotic. It's hard to do comedy with a boner.
Sure.
Well, it depends on the joke.
Talk about stand-up comedy. Am I right?
Yes.
Am I right?
More like leaning over comedy.
Yeah.
So Sammy, you know, a lot of your jokes are they're funny.
Thank you.
But it seems like the reason that they're funny to me is that they're smart. You know, your jokes are very intelligent jokes, and you're somebody who thinks about the punchlines and things like that. Do you find yourself searching for the punchlines that you're trying to write, or is it more like things pop into your head and you write them down? I'm kind of curious to hear about how you do
it's honestly
things.
just like it pops into my head. Honestly, like if. Oh, what's up?
Oh, yeah.
It's my dad out there.
Is that your daddy?
No.
Somebody's dad.
He's like, I forgot to give Sammy a beating. I better show up at his radio show.
I don't know. Just I guess whatever comes to mind, I kind of like try to work with. If something sounds funny that comes to my mind, then I just try to add to it. I guess.
Yeah.
Where'd the Rubik's Cube thing come from?
You're like the scat man, kind of.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't get that
Scat,
reference.
no.
Oh, okay.
Let's not
Because
talk
you were
about scat.
born in the 90s and didn't live in them.
Yeah.
Whatever, dude.
I guess I just thought it was a good idea. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of people that like. Not a lot of people, but I've just seen like. It's all good. It's like Zach has his piano. And,
Right, yeah.
And I just kind of wanted to do something. I'm not good with music, but I just.
So
think
you were
it'd
already
be
you
cool.
were already able to skill it, right? And you were like, oh, maybe I'll
Yeah,
just
since
add
high
this.
school, like I was a real big nerd. Like
All right.
yeah, I'm getting distracted. No, but
Yeah, well,
I was a
don't
big
get
nerd
distracted.
I was a big nerd in high school. Like I had like the Rubik's Cube. So
You're
I
kidding
already,
me.
No.
That
Yeah.
must have been pretty tough for you. Like, how'd you find the time to be a nerd and quarterback the football team?
Yeah. Right.
Oh, it was a lot of. I don't know.
Busy schedule, full slate.
I would take the Rubik's Cube to practice, and to when I kiss girls too.
Yeah. At makeout parties. At makeout
makeout
parties,
parties.
he's just like
Yeah.
solving a Rubik's Cube. And like, all right, now I want a blonde.
Algorithms
and
for
then
both.
Lean over here and
Yeah.
just make out. And stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the first time I saw you was at the Comedy Cafe, and you won that. And was that your very first appearance?
It was my first time there. Yeah, it was my second time on stage.
Oh, where'd you go up for your first time?
The Coffee House.
Where is it?
It's in Marquette.
Oh.
I thought it was like. I thought of it as like the Miramar open mic, but when I got there, it was like for like old guys doing like just acoustic songs.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that
Or
must
like
have been
old
fun.
Jackson.
So it was literally just 4 guys and like cookies and coffee.
Oh, torture.
Wow.
I did okay for 4 people. I think I heard giggles.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta actually end a little bit early tonight. We ran over our time the last time we were on, so I
So
know
being
that.
penalized.
No, I just think it's the right thing to do to make sure that the next person that's going to be on has enough time to set up here on River West Radio. So,
Man, I really
before
wanted to tell this camping trip story. though.
we only have a short amount of time. I wanted to give Sammy a little bit of time just to say, you know, Sammy, what do you have going on coming up, and where can people check you out online and actually in the city?
Okay. I think I'm doing. I think I'm doing something on Stonefly the 28th. It's not confirmed. That's about it.
Are you doing the Circle A?
The what?
The Circle A?
Oh, I don't.
Circle
no. I was gonna do the 11-11, but you have to be 21 for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Just lie.
I was
It's
thinking
like
of just
Vietnam
doing it, not telling
or
anybody.
the Civil War.
You know what?
All the time, just lie.
Yeah, just lie. Okay, I'll
You're
lie.
not missing.
I know Mila Kunis lied on that 70s show, and then she got the part. So maybe I should just do a Mila Kunis and do the competition.
Yeah, you should do a
Yeah.
Mila Kunis.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
should do one.
Right
I
on.
don't know.
Yeah.
Sammy Rachar, ARECHAR. That's my Twitter name.
All right. Well, we're going to get going right now because I got to make sure that we get off the air in time for the next show. We were not as polite as we needed to be the last time. So, teaser. Next episode, Damon's going to come on and talk about camping and everything else that's
Am I
going
gonna
on.
do it next time?
Yeah, we have to get off a little bit early this week. Make sure you check out the Fatty Acids. Thank you so much for tuning in. Anybody that tuned in to see Sammy, to see the Fatty Acids, check us out on Facebook, Killer Radio Show. Check out riverwestradio.com for any back episodes. We've had a lot of really great guests, so you can tune into that. And we'll be hearing from you next week at 8 o'clock on riverwestradio.com. Thank you very much.
COKcomedy.com.
Shout out to Tim and James.
Happy
That was where my friends are listening right now.
Keep it
So,
real.
yeah.
Hey, Tim and
I know,
James.
yep.
What's up, Tim and James?
Yep.